Hello everyone, this is Triple T and today I'm looking at Mixmaster from the Jinbao Dr. Crank series or Generation Toy Gravity Builder. And this is a large one. This is one of the leg bots, so he's very big and sturdy and we have to look at him from all the sides, I think. Look at the details on this one. It's really nice. And you have things you can actually loosen if you want to. But I like them on. And I keep them for all the transformations, of course. Nice tires. I think they're rubber. I'm not entirely sure. They're kind of stiff. The knee joint, this bothers me. And the other side, and he has his gun tucked away before his face. And he looks like that from above. And I do like the look of him. Transforming him isn't as fun as it should be. It has his fiddle factor, especially around the leg area or the foot area if you're going into combined mode. But he still looks good. Really, really good. For articulation, you can move the stacks around if you want to. You can split the tank down the middle to reveal a gun, a turret, like that. And I do have some stress marks here because I wasn't careful enough a couple of years back. So, no, bad, not good. You can open this little lid here to fill him with cement or whatever you want him mixing. You can remove this piece if you don't want it sitting here. It's kind of stiff, but still. And of course, he rolls. Now, please remember, this is an older bot, and I transformed him so many times. He actually should be breaking, but he is not, so he is of good quality, even though many people might consider him a knockoff. And for comparison, let's bring in Scrapper. His buddy Scrapper, the other leg bot for this set. And they look good together. They look really good. I have my issues with this other leg as well, but we'll get into that when we look at Scrapper a bit up close. But they're about the same length, I think. Yeah. The same width, no. He's wider than Mixmaster. But they look like they can build or destroy anything in the path, don't they? Bum, 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 bum. And here he is with my go-to reference for all these. Hook. And they look good together as well. I like that every bot has the same color plastic. It looks really nice and cohesive. But as I always say, Combiner is a triple changer, and both vehicle mode and robot mode is complemented by a combine mode. Let's get him transformed into combine mode. Let's just start by taking a deep breath, shall we? Fold this up on this side. Do the same on the other. like that. Push this chest piece up towards the gun, so it has a bit of clearance. Fold this section down like that. And this is the fiddly part. They are supposed to... Wait, I have to do these side pieces. They need to be hooked up to the foot. So we have to do them first. And then we turn back to the foot mode. Why is it like this? As I said, fiddly. Like that, you tap that in. You do the same on this side. For some reason it has loosened. To put this together, probably because I've transformed it so many times, it's just doesn't want to play anymore. Okay, put this down here to lock that into place. Push these out. And now you need to remove this piece, because this is going to... Okay. This is going to keep this in place. So we push that into those ports as well as we are able. We fold these up. Fold this up, and then you take the sides and you plug them in. There are spots for them. And you hear a nice clicking sound, which means they are in place. Okay. These wheels come up like that on both sides. And then you are practically done. You can fold these up as well to hinder some of the more damaging things when he's in foot mode, but there he is in foot mode, and he's a good foot mode. He can tilt to both sides, and he is very stable. He is not going anywhere, this bot, if he doesn't want to move. Give him a turn to look at him everywhere. And he's quite hollow here, but if you have the upgrade pieces, this will fill out. I'm going to show that in the finale video. This helps really much because it sits on this. So it's pushed against this solid piece, which pushes against this, which in turn pushes on this. So it's working together really nice. Stay. And since there's no real thing to compare him to, let's just enjoy his leg mode for a minute. What the... Let's just go on to robot mode, shall we? We take this piece off, fold these back in, these go down like that. You fold these up on both sides, and then you fold these pieces down. As you can see, you have small tabs, and they're supposed to be on top of these. So you fold these down and press them firmly against this little slot connection. You separate the legs. You bring these out. These are the feet. Like that. You spin the heel out. You fold the foot back and you turn it around. You can turn this around too, so it can actually stand. And that is one leg done. Now we have to do it on the other leg as well. Yoink. Fold out the foot, turn it around, bring out the heel, fold up the cabin, turn these purple pieces back, so they're on the back side of his leg. And now we can actually stand. Oh, sorry, I forgot that one. Now we can actually stand. Good job. Okay, I'm gonna move the camera. We start by removing this gun from the upper body. You can see his head in there. Hello. And then you loosen these side panels and you can actually fling them around like that to get them out of the way. You turn the arms outwards and then you actually pull these parts out. You fold the shoulder pads down if you've got them all the way out. And then the arm should click into place. You push this together so you form the elbow. You take the chest piece here and you turn it about on a squeaky hinge and push that into his chest. And lastly, oh, don't you bend on me. You push this piece into place up here. You can move this piece out if you're very strong. I'm not, apparently, because I tried this several times. You're supposed to slide that thing down and this will make these pop out. I get them that far. I think they should be going a bit more, but maybe I'm wrong. They tab in up here. And there you have Scrapper in his robot mode. And he looks really good. Unfortunately, the light piping is hindered by this, but we'll get back to this in a little while. But he has some really nice detailing here. You can see. And due to the fact that he's a leg bot, he can actually do things he shouldn't be able to do. Unlike the transformation of the legs, because they're not ordinary, they're quite different than many of the other brands. But really, really nice. This is what he looks like from the front. This is him with his backpack, and these panels tend to be quite bothersome. You can split them, but then they're even longer, so no. But they're on there. Good. I have a little blemish here from when they made him, so that's not really good looking, but who cares? He's my favorite anyway. No. And if you don't like him with this on top, you can actually come back here and split the tank. Split it out like that. And you can take this and just angle it back. Here you can actually break tabs, so be careful. Like that. Now it sits back here instead. And just fold these together. As you can see, they don't like me folding this back for some reason. And now he looks like that on his back. And it works. I think it works just great. He isn't the most stable bot. As you can see, it tends to droop forward. I think things tend to go wrong with him. But you don't really display him in robot mode. You display him in combined mode. So this is okay by me. For accessory, we have his gun. You pull that out if you had it stored, and you put it in his hand like that. And there you have Mixmaster in his robot mode. Now let's look at the articulation, shall we? The head can turn a bit forward and back, not too much, due to the mold. It can look up, it can look down somewhat, and now we can see the beautiful light piping. The arms can theoretically do a 360, but they have to avoid all the junk in the trunk for that to look even slightly good. You have a elbow swivel. You have a single elbow joint that gives you 90 degrees. And as with all the others, he can only move his fingers in union because there's only one peg, and the thumb is molded stuck. You have a waist swivel. His legs can go somewhat forward, somewhat backwards, but I think that's due to the fact that he is a leg bot, a foot bot. Almost the full splits. And the knee joint is hard to measure, but I would say a 90-degree bend there. We heard ratchets a moment ago. Can I have the ratchets again? Okay. The foot can go back a bit up, turn to the sides, and have a little pivot, but not too much. So as you can see, he's not the most stable of bots. But as I said, you don't really have him displayed in this mode, do you? Look up. Woo. Not the most stable of bots. Let's just get on with comparison. I bring in my favorite go-to bot, Fans Toys Soundwave. No, it's called Robot Paradise. Okay. He's shorter if you look at the head, but he is a bit taller with his thing sticking out like that. But he has a lot more detail everywhere than the Fans Toys, just due to the fact that this is another generation of toy. This isn't the modern masterpiece sleekness. And of course, the genius himself, Takara Shockwave. And they are about the same height, I would say. I wouldn't tell Shockwave that because he would be mad at me, I think. So, yoink. So, my final thoughts for this bot is he is good, but he is hard to pose because he just tips over all the time. He doesn't know the word balance at all, but he looks good, he feels sturdy, and due to the fact that it's not much plastic holding up the Devastator, these pieces actually hold the test of time really well, impressingly well, I would say. But I like him. I like him still. He really looks good. Even though he's a bit stylized, he is still a good rendition of G1 Mixmaster, I think. At least it's a better Mixmaster than any Mixmaster from the Bay universe, which I'm not a fan of. I like the movies, but I don't like the models or the toys. But this, as the whole set, is a strong recommendation from me. And I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching. And as always, take care.